leden min. Ej lyssna till leden min. Ej ska jag skada med ord eller slag. Heder, ihåg och handling har jag. Ej ska jag skada med ord eller slag. Heder, ihåg och handling har jag.
My name is Rav, and this is my wife Birka. We are here to invite your ancestors to visit and for you to have a chance, if you so wish, to talk to them, to give them some gift.
Häll, Heimdall, gudarnas väktare. Låt vägen mellan oss och gudarna ligga öppen. Häll asar och vaner och alver.
The ritual was very interesting. There was like a couple milliseconds where I was like kind of spooked, you know, and we kept having to say, hell.
Hell yeah.
And I thought that was kind of odd, but apparently it means hill. It definitely went against what I grew up believing as far as just like, you know, in the Mormon church, we pray to Heavenly Father, you know, and they were chanting to Freya and Freya, or something like that.
Helfrej, äringens, glädjens och överflödets Gud.
Didn't bother me at all. If that's what works for them and makes them happy, then I think that's great, you know, and I felt good to be able to get a little piece of that and experience that with them.
Hjälp oss att knyta an till förfäder och förmödrar.
This was really interesting. You know, some of this sounds really similar to my tradition. Like, we do a lot with water, with baptism and remembering our baptism. Fire as a representation of the Holy Spirit's presence. And so those things felt very comfortable to me.
Tack, Heimdall.
Rav and Birka, I thought were really gracious, and I appreciated them sharing their tradition with us. And also I appreciated that they respected those of us who wanted to just observe and take part in different ways.
Häll, Freja.
Helfreja.
I felt uncomfortable being there. It's not my religion, it's not my ceremony. It felt like being in the middle of somebody else's church, and it just felt odd.
So much of what we just experienced is what I do back home. I do a lot of ceremony that relate to my Native American ancestry. When you're of mixed ethnicity, sometimes you feel like one or the other. Sometimes you feel like you're both. Sometimes it feels like you're neither. But now, especially after today, it feels like it's all coming together. And of course, I'm both, and everything can be together in harmony. It was comforting. Yeah, I'm really happy.
Häll.
Häll.
Effort went into this. They're still standing too.
It's pretty amazing.
This is really cool.
I am so glad to be here for another week.
Hey, it's coffee time, people.
And it's a beautiful day in another beautiful place. I feel like there's no part of this country that's not beautiful. And I'm excited for what we're going to find out.
Okay, let's see.
Ooh,
interesting.
Some fancy stuff to wear today.
That's cool.
So exciting, huh?
Dear Americans, welcome to Osterland. You're now standing on the sacred land of Omberg Monastery, a place that used to echo with the prayers of Cistercian monks, but today hosts something far more primal, a modern pagan offering ceremony. 150 years ago, when many of your ancestors still lived in Sweden, this wouldn't have been allowed. Back then, everyone had to belong to the Lutheran Church. Other religious gatherings were illegal. One reason some Swedes left for a freer life in America. Soon you'll head north to Vadstein, where you'll hopefully get a sense of why Sweden ended up becoming one of the most educated countries in the world, and also one of the easiest places to trace your family roots. But hey, there's more to Osterland than religion and ruins. This is also home to Sweden's top student city. In Limpingling, the students are already getting ready to welcome you, in party style. It's also where the rock band Ghost was born, now breaking records on the Billboard charts. Though, let's be honest, back then, religious rules were a bit stricter. They probably wouldn't have been as popular. They say time travel isn't real, but this week we're getting pretty close.
Nice.
So now, while you're still in this pre-Lutheran pocket of religious freedom, make sure to practice it. The coffer contains Lutheran Small Catechism, better start memorizing, an Ove, you're not a real student without one, embroidered patches to put your student coveralls, student pride, and blanket, corn flowers, the official flower of the region. Enjoy your week, Anders.
All right. Ready to memorize some small catechism?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a thrill.
I'm excited for this week. There's been little murmurs about what might be happening, and now that we've got our coffer opened up and see the things that are in there, it gets exciting.
I hope we get to wear some of those.
You want to wear the overalls?
Kind of.
I really want to wear overalls. Those are cool.
Let's go find Ghost.
Cool.
Being here by an old monastery and thinking about faith in our family tradition, it makes me really curious about how religion played a role in their lives in Sweden.
I think church definitely means something different to everyone. I feel like for me, it's more of my relationship with Christ than building the church.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
But I really love being in different churches around the world and just getting to be kind of feeling that closest of my relationship with the Lord.
This is all stone, huh?
And they still do church services in here. That's wild.
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Hey guys, you hear the acoustics here?
Yeah.
This is right here. This is where we want to. It's much
This is song territory.
deeper than out there.
Should we sing a little hymn in the nave of the church?
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound
that
saved a wretch like me.
Anytime I'm in a sacred space, I kind of have that desire to sing, and to sing in that beautiful and small nave of the church where the sound just echoed around us was, it was pretty sacred. It was a holy moment.
We've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
I want to thank the Creator for the sacred gift of life, all of our friends and family that love us and support us. I want to thank the Creator for all of my new friends. And I want to thank the water for all you do for sustaining life on Earth. And I have some feasts here for you to show our appreciation. This ceremony, back home we call it eating the water, showing our appreciation to the water. We believe that it's the women's responsibility to take care of the water because we share so many of the same similarities. Without water, there's no life. Without women, there's no life.
Oh, it's perfect.
It knows.
Great.
That was good.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel so lucky to have Mickey here, honestly. We've instantly had a bond, since day one, getting off the plane.
Yep, bathe yourself. Oh, perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting really homesick, and she knows that too, so I think this is, very nice that we got to break away and have this time together next to the water.
One of my goals to coming to Sweden was to develop a relationship with the land here and the water here. I've lived most of my entire life around the Great Lakes area. That is the home of the bones of many of my ancestors. So I'm interested in developing a relationship with this land for that very same reason, because there are bones of my ancestors here. My name is Mikkelina Magnuson Martin. Everyone calls me Mickey. I'm 47 years old, and I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan. My immediate family consists of my 2 beautiful and brilliant daughters. I also have 2 younger sisters, and my mother that I'm also very close with, who's Polish, and my father, who's Native American and Swedish. So I was raised by a single mother because my father had addiction issues, and my mother gave him the option of sobering up or losing his family. So he chose to leave the family instead and deal with his issues elsewhere. I am happy to share that he is sober now, and he is in our life now, so that is very good. We are at a powwow. Our neighboring tribe is hosting this weekend. I was raised within the Native American community, and I have dedicated my entire professional career to the progress of Native peoples. I spent many years working for my tribe, and even today I have a small business where I promote and advocate for Indigenous artists. So my core identity is that of a Native American woman. But I was born with the name Magnuson. I always loved my name, and I was proud to be part Swedish. So, Dad, what do you think about me going to Sweden?
That sounded like a lot of fun. Grandpa didn't say much about his mom and dad, about, you know, Europe and all that.
Growing up, the family never really talked much about the Swedish heritage, and I believe that's because my great-grandfather married a Native American woman, and my understanding is his family didn't approve of that necessarily, and so as he raised his kids and my farfar, they were raised in the Native American community instead of with his Swedish family.
There's my grandpa right there.
Where?
Right there. Yeah.
There he is.
Yep, and there's my grandpa with you.
Where?
Right there.
Ah, I've never seen this picture before. Grandpa Whitey and baby me. So the family call Abner Magnuson Grandpa Whitey. Most of my life, I thought Whitey was his name because that's what everyone called him. It wasn't until I was an adult that I learned that his name was actually Abner. And then I didn't put the pieces together. They called him Whitey because he married into a Native American family, and he was the only Caucasian person in the family. I am doing this journey, of course, for the family as a whole, but I'm doing it right now mostly for me. I hope to gain a better understanding of what it means to be Swedish. It will complete my identity to make myself a better, more complete human being. I communicate with my ancestors regularly. I like to send out thoughts of appreciation for the hardships that they've gone through. So I'm looking forward to actually learning names of some of those ancestors and hearing some of their stories. Dear Michalina, take a moment to savor the beauty of your surroundings.
Okay.
To feel the embrace of the tall trees around you and the tranquility of Lake Ligren. You are now in Sättila, a town in the southwestern corner of Västergötland. Your Swedish roots are deeply embedded in the earth beneath your feet, entwined with the fate of Anna Andersson, your third great-grandmother.
That's cool.
Anna was born in Sättila in 1811 to Karin Larsdotter and Anders Eriksson. Her father, Anders, was a hemland, a farmer who was fortunate to own his house and land, meaning that Anna likely had a comfortable upbringing. Anna grew into adulthood, but as an unwed woman, she was still legally considered underage. Her father remained her legal guardian, in control of her life, until the day she married, at which point the guardianship was to be transferred to her husband. When Anna was in her early 20s, she became betrothed to Anders Månsson, 9 years her senior. The couple married in January 1833 and shortly thereafter moved to Anders' family farm, Skodsgarde, in the nearby parish of Björktorp. In November that same year, Anna gave birth to a daughter who was given the name Britta Maria. And this may have been a baby tree when she was around Oh, she may have seen this tree. Huh. The family hardly had time to settle in before the world was turned upside down. The following summer, Swedish newspapers reported that cholera had entered the country through the harbor in Gothenburg. The bacterial disease, causing a potentially deadly combination of diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration, spread like wildfire across southern Sweden, leaving thousands of victims in its wake. Anna was pregnant with her second child and most likely terrified that she and her unborn child would catch the deadly disease. Before they knew it, the epidemic had spread all the way to the family's doorstep. Anna's father-in-law, Måns, soon became infected and died in agony. A week later, in a state of grief and worry, Anna went into labor and gave birth to Magnus Andersson, your farfar's farfar, a man whose name and legacy still live on in your surname, Magnusson. I wondered where the Magnusson came from, so it's from Anna's son. So I can imagine Anna walking this property, and I can picture little Magnus walking around as a little boy. Lots of joy and a lot of heartache right here. Aw. Not long after they buried Måns, Anna and Anders were forced to watch their daughter, Britta Maria, waste away from tuberculosis. She died, emaciated, on November 4th, just a couple of months shy of her second birthday. As if that weren't enough, a deadly fever also ravaged their parish, and soon, Anders fell dangerously ill. On December 26, he too drew his final breath. Anna buried her husband just 8 weeks after laying her firstborn to rest. I just feel heartbroken. Can't imagine how Anna felt to lose her husband and her firstborn baby so close together. She probably felt like her life was just falling apart. That's how I would have felt. Anna was just 23 years old when she suddenly became a widow and single parent. As a widow, Anna was, for the first time in her life, entitled to legal and financial independence. Some women were reluctant to enter a new marriage for this very reason. However, Anna chose to remarry. She moved back into her family home in Sättila in 1836, in time for her wedding with a man named Johannes Andersson. With the marriage, Anna once again came under legal guardianship. Anna gave birth to 3 more children and was fortunate enough to see them all survive childhood. But her husband, Johannes, was an alcoholic who prioritized the bottle over his family and his health. In 1856, at the mere age of 43, he drank himself to death. Parish records note that Johannes was buried in stillness, as was customary for people whose deaths brought shame upon the family. Records from Johannes' death in 1856. Oh, I don't have to imagine what Anna's life was with Johannes. I too have lived with a loved one that had substance abuse issues, so it's chaos. I don't want to say anything unkind about my father. He has his own demons that he has to deal with. He has plenty of good qualities as well. But I did go through very many years dealing with abandonment issues, and I have spent a lot of time in therapy. Getting to a comfortable place where I've accepted it and I acknowledge he is human, you know, just like everybody else. I sometimes wonder what my life would have been like growing up, having that happy man as a role model. Yeah, but that's not the world we live in. So, by the time of Johannes' death, the household was heavily in debt, undoubtedly a result of his addiction. But Anna, now 45, pulled herself up by her bootstraps and eventually managed to turn the family's finances around. She never remarried. Her son Magnus, meanwhile, went on to become a self-sufficient farmer in Satilla. On March 2nd, 1866, he and his wife Britta Andersdotter held their newborn son, Carl Magnusson, your farfar's farfar, in their arms for the first time. Carl would unfortunately grow up without both his father and grandmother by his side. In 1879, when Carl was just 13 years old, Anna and Magnus died within 9 months of each other. Carl and his 3 surviving siblings immigrated to America in the following decades, joining thousands of other unmarried men and women who leave Sweden around this time, drawn by promises of adventure, job opportunities, religious freedom, and the lack of military conscription. The latter may have played a role in Carl's decision to leave as he flees Sweden before fulfilling his mandatory military duties. One thing is certain, Carl left without a flyttbitte certificate of relocation, which was required to purchase a boat ticket to America. He later claimed to have immigrated in 1885, but there are no official records confirming his arrival that year. Carl later appears in the state of Michigan under the name Charles Bernard Magnusson. There he meets Ida Sofia Karlström, a Finnish immigrant whom he soon marries. Together they have a son, Arthur Abner Magnusson, your farfar's far, or as you know him, Grandpa Whitey. Oh, this is Grandpa Whitey's mom as a young woman. This is so special. This must be Charles. Yep, Carl Bernard Magnusson. Oh, wow. It's the first time I'm seeing them in pictures as young people, so I can imagine them falling in love and starting a family. This is very cool. You spent your life feeling that a piece of you is missing, the Swedish piece. By being here on the soil on which your ancestors walked, by the lake where they fished, you're rekindling your family's connection to the land your ancestors once called home and the legacy they left behind. Good stuff. I am incredibly proud of Anna for going through these heartaches, major heartaches that she had to endure. And she managed to find a way to overcome and succeed. It sounds to me that she must have been intelligent and resourceful. And that makes me very proud. I like to think I have some of those qualities myself. My most overwhelming feeling is that of gratitude. Just grateful for this opportunity to be here, grateful for the opportunity to walk this land, grateful to learn the stories I've learned today. It was everything I hoped, everything I dreamed, and something I will remember for the rest of my life.
This is so cool. I'm excited.
Who's that?
Hey guys, it's Anders. Hey.
Oh.
He's looking very sharp.
Anders was actually kind of intimidating as a priest. I mean, it's the sleek black uniform, but it was cool. It was sleek. He did look kind of cool, like almost like a bad guy in a movie, but the cool bad guy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. I like the outfit.
Oh, you like this?
Yeah, I like it.
Interesting.
I mean,
Course.
it's fancy.
It's fancy?
Yeah.
We'll see if you like it so much in a while.
Oh.
Okay, Andy, In Matthew 14:21, it's described how Jesus Christ miraculously fed 5,000 men using just 2 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. What kind of fishes, and what was the name of these 5,000 men? I'll give you a minute to think about it.
I don't know. I don't need a minute. I don't know.
Andy, I'm sorry. Welcome. You couldn't answer.
You gotta be kidding.
Yeah. No, you'll be here, all right. Next time, learn your lesson. Okay. This was the kind of situation your forefathers feared. In the 17th up to the 19th century, Sweden practiced a unique religious tradition or method called husförhör, household examination. This system was carried out by the Swedish Lutheran Church and has in many ways shaped Sweden and the Swedes. Husförhör was usually an annual event where the local priest would go to each household in his parish and interrogate the members of each family about their knowledge of the Lutheran faith. The cornerstone in these examinations was a book called Lilla katekesen. And each Swede was supposed to know the content by heart. The priest would interrogate them about the content. He would ask, but not only about Bible stuff, he would also check how well they could write and read. And then he took notes, brought down everyone's result in his church book. And our forefathers feared those visits.
I think I was trying to imagine kind of what it would feel like to be forced to believe, and I think that judgment definitely, I feel like, would make me not want to believe as much, just thinking about someone kind of representing the church and going into my home and judging me for the way I'm living my life or the way I'm serving the body of Christ.
A poor performance could result in public shaming or being reported to the authorities.
Everybody learns differently, right? Like there's so many people who don't do well in a classroom environment with memorization. And so I'm sure a lot of people were publicly shamed more than others, you know? And just imagining what that punishment did to their sense of spirituality, you know? It's tragic that happened to so many people.
But let's look at it from the bright side. It also is the reason why Sweden had the highest literacy rate during the 7th, 18th, and 19th century. And interesting for you guys is that this oppression from the religions in Sweden is one of the most important reasons for the emigration, the early immigrants. So might be one of the reasons your forefathers left. And all these books are also the reason why we can track your family history so far back in time, because most of them are still around. Actually, a lot of them are right here.
Should we let you out?
Yeah, I think it's time to let you out.
Yes,
Because now
You served your pen.
it's time for you to visit those archives and see what you find. And maybe you will find traces of your ancestors right here in those big archives. Are you okay? Yeah, so next time you study your Lutheran catechism, okay? Okay, you hear me?
Will do.
I don't want to see here again.
No, I don't either.
Actually, I don't mind. It was fun.
Well, apparently it was 5 loaves, so I think
Yeah.
maybe you should get in there.
Was it 5 loaves? Okay, let's get it.
Meeting with Anders was interesting today. It turns out my lack of knowledge on religion was my downfall, but I guess I deserved it.
This is crazy. It's like our own little world. This is cool.
Okay, here you see some of the original parish household books for people who some of you are related to. Okay, the first one to come forward is Joel.
Of course.
Congrats.
Here we have some books that concerns you. This is quite close to this town where we are right now, called Mjölby and Västerlösa. And some of your ancestors lived here. The last name was Alf, A-L-F. Do you recognize that?
Yeah, Johanna Matilda.
Yeah, Johanna Matilda. And she is right here, actually. And the cool thing is that this is the original book that the priest wrote, actually.
Being able to look through those books and like touch the pages and think about it, like awakens this part of my imagination of what life was really like for those families, but also what life was like under the priest of the parish and how much involvement they had in my family's life.
Do you recognize this name, Lindvall?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was my mom's maiden name, but they changed it to Lindwall when they moved to the States.
And you can also see his occupation. He was a stenarbetare, stone worker.
Oh.
Mm.
Wow.
Yes?
So not royalty.
Oh.
Not that one.
But not poor.
Not poor.
Maybe.
Yeah, thank you. That was really cool.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, then we have some information for Trent. This is the name Ryberg. Ruberg.
Yeah, we spell it with a D
Yes.
now, but yeah, my great-great-grandparents' tombstone had it without the D.
But as you can see, there's a difference between how it's spelled. It's Ruberg with a U, the father, and the son with a Y.
Yeah, there's the change.
And that was optional. I mean, there were no laws when it comes to names. The first law, I think, in Sweden was in 1901.
Okay.
I didn't know how my last name had changed from Ruberg to what my name is now. I thought if there was a change, it might have happened in the immigration process, but it seems that the Rydberg with the D in it was established here prior to Helmer Rydberg immigrating over. So that kind of figured that out for me, and that's amazing. I'm so glad I got to see that.
And now I leave you with the books. You can look in them a bit.
Awesome. Thank you. It was really cool to get to touch something that was from like their time and kind of just see their names in the books and the handwriting of the priests who probably went to their home and wrote in the book about their family and see all of that stuff. Definitely made me feel closer, and that was really exciting and special.
My name is Michael Bergman. I am 35 years old, and I live in Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. I live with my daughter, Yasmina. She will be 2 in July. That's you as a baby. The typical day for me is, really it's just been like me and my daughter now. We go swimming a lot. Her grandmas come over a lot and visit. Growing up, my mom was a single mom. She worked a lot. My dad was really never in the picture. So it was just like me and my sister. My dad's side is African American, and then my mom's side is Swedish. I've always grew up knowing that, and my grandma Lily actually grew up, I guess, speaking Swedish in the home. They would always have like Swedish flags and like the horses and everything. Like it was very clear this is a Swedish home. So that's always what I said, that I was African American and Swedish. I'm going to Sweden! My hugest drive is to, for sure, be able to tell my daughter her background and also tell my grandma, too, and have those conversations. Dear Michael, welcome to Vengen. The parish in the Mora municipality is of special importance to your family history. This is where generations of your maternal ancestors have laughed and loved, lived and died, dating all the way back to the 1400s. This part of town is called Vestbygge. Olaf Nielsen, your 9th great-grandfather, settled down on these grounds sometime between the late 1500s and the early 1600s. Though the house he lived in is long gone, he has left traces for you to explore, like a storehouse, which he probably built with his own bare hands. It has stood here since 1612 or 1613. It's cool to see that it's still here. Must have took a long time to build. In the 1600s, Venjan was a wealthy community with plenty of fishing waters and flourishing farmland. But from the 1700s and onward, reoccurring famines in Sweden's failing economy, exhausted by centuries of expensive warfare, transformed the area into a struggling community where death and despair lurked behind every corner. Gamnes Lars Olsen, your 4th great-grandfather, learned that the hard way in the disastrous year of 1838, when failed crops and famine haunted every homestead in Dalarna. By May, newspapers all around Sweden reported that the people here were starving and eating bark bread. Gamnes Lars and his wife Karen, Niels' daughter, were heavily affected by the situation and had trouble feeding their 2 boys, aged 3 and 4. Karen was also pregnant and probably worried about the prospect of having another mouth to feed. She had no idea what was in store for her. On May 11th, 1838, the whole family was in for a shock as Karen gave birth to not 1, but 3 children, 1 girl and 2 boys. If I was expecting 1 child and 3 came out of me, I wouldn't be able to handle that at all. The triplets were given names Kieran, Lars, and Eric. People all around Dalarna were stunned that both the newborns and their mother had survived the high-risk pregnancy and birth. But all that would change when the health of one of the triplets, the middle child, Lars, tragically took a turn for the worst. Kieran and Gamnes Lars watched in agony as their newborn son took his last breath, just 25 days old. The other babies seemed to be in better health, but the family's worries were far from over. Famine continued to plague most households, and Gamnes Lars was having difficulty providing food for the family, but they were not entirely on their own. The local vicar was deeply affected by the family's dire situation and initiated a fundraiser. The money and emotional support the family received from the community was a godsend and possibly helped save the remaining children's lives. It's nice to think of like communities coming together to help others. For me alone, I find it very hard to ask for help. I guess for my daughter, I would. The turmoil with the triplets did not deter Gamnes Lars and Karen from having more children. In 1843, Karen gave birth to your 3rd great-grandfather, Lars Larsson. Not much is known about Lars's early years, but he probably spent many summers at the family's fädrens, a simple cottage deep in the forest where parts of the family relocated when it was time for the dairy cattle to graze further away from the farm. The cottage, which was built in the 1700s, still stands as a reminder of your ancestors' resilience. Yeah, I guess I could see Lars playing around, eating his breakfast in there. As the youngest of 4 brothers, Lars was not in line to inherit the family's farm. With few other career options available, Lars chose to become a soldier in the Swedish army. He was enlisted in March 1864 at the age of 21 and was given a soldier's name that lives on through you and your daughter, Bergman. It's very interesting to learn that that soldiers were given the name Bergman, and that's how it came from, so I didn't know that. In 1870, Lars, now 27 years old, married his sweetheart Anna, Nils' daughter. When Anna's mother and stepfather immigrated to America later that year, the newlyweds took over their farm. 2 years later, Anna gave birth to a boy named Nils Bergman, your More's Farfar. By 1877, Lars and Anna had 4 children. But Venjan was still a struggling community by the time Nils was born. Between 1869 and 1900, over a fourth of the population in Venjan left the country to start new lives in America, which speaks to the struggles the people faced here. Lars and Anna eventually became a part of those statistics. In 1880, they sold the farm and relocated the entire family to Brunswick in rural Minnesota, close to Anna's mother and stepfather. In Minnesota, the Bergman family grows with more children and eventually grandchildren. In 1908, Raymond Lawrence Bergman is born, the father of your beloved grandmother, Christine. You have come all this way to explore these Swedish roots, not just for yourself, but for your daughter and grandmother. Thanks to you, the lives and legacies of your ancestors in Venjan will not be lost to history. Today was a lot to take in, and it was nice to walk on the same grounds that my family has walked before, and I definitely understand why they stuck here even though they were going through such hard times, because it's a beautiful place to grow up and raise your kids. I am excited to bring my letter home and my pictures home so that I'm able to tell my daughter. I just want my daughter to be able to know this stuff growing up.
Jag är på en resa, letar efter orden mellan koloton och betes.
New adventure.
Lys på mig. Lys på mig.
Hello. Welcome to Linköping University.
Thank you. Thank you.
We talked about how much the Lutheran Church in Sweden meant for learning the Swedes to read and write. And if we fast forward to the 20th century, when Sweden was about to transform into a welfare society, education once again played a crucial role. No matter background, no matter financial situation, you should be able to study. And that the whole society would benefit if everyone has access to these studies. So, in Sweden, all universities are free. There's no charge, there's no admission fee, it doesn't cost anything. If you're a Swedish citizen or if you're a member of the EU.
I think if education was free, we'd have more people doing it, because I don't think of America as being one of the top countries for having educated people, unfortunately. In my experience of living in the 3 different states I've lived, I feel like we would benefit.
I did 2 years of college, and I wanted to continue to study, but it's too expensive. When Anders was talking about free education in Sweden, like that would be so life-changing in the United States. For me personally, it would be awesome because since moving to New York and pursuing acting in New York, I really wanted to go back to school and study some more, some more acting and theater. But the price is the #1 reason why I haven't done that yet.
And to achieve that everyone has the possibility to study, of course you have to support yourself while studying. So There's a possibility for Swedes, for Swedish students, to apply for help from the government. You can have grants and or loans. And these loans are very favorable. You have very low interest rates, and the terms for repayment are also very, very good. And as a result, today Sweden has one of the most educated populations in the world. But today it won't be any more about studying, reading, exams or books. Now we'll head for the fun part of being a student. Let's head for all the traditions, the friendships, the parties. Put on your oves, and then you will need these patches.
Tack så mycket.
Okay, you are going to have fun. I'm out of here. See you.
Bye. Awesome. So,
I need some super glue.
Where's the party?
Overalls.
Oh, wow.
So welcome. Here we have a student tradition that we wear overalls. Everyone has their name on their leg, and then we also have small patches that we wear. Depending on which type of party you have been on, you get a patch.
Right.
So it's like a little golden star.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And we typically wear them whenever. But in order to be able to like wear them and tie them around the waist, we have to inviga. So basically, we have to make sure they are properly introduced into the student life. And that's what we're about to do today.
All right.
Cool.
So just take what size you feel is most comfortable and try them on and make sure it zips all the way up.
We wear pants underneath, right?
Yeah.
Nope, time to get naked.
No, Jake, just take it off. Let's go.
Don't tempt me.
I haven't worn a pair of overalls since I was, I don't know, 5, 6. I would totally wear them because I am not embarrassed about looking ridiculous. Or if it looks really cool, that'd be awesome.
It's not gonna work.
Dude, that fits you great. If I'm given one to wear for a few hours just to have fun, I'm down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Open it up.
Go, Jack! Go, Jack!
Getting to participate in kind of what they do for initiation, and thought it was so fun to get to interact with the students and just have fun.
And they know how to play some pretty strange games. I've never hit anybody with a vegetable before, so that was pretty cool.
Beautiful. Oh, she ducked it.
I love to play games, and I'm competitive, so this was my jam. After high school, I did go to college for a year and a half, and then I didn't do so well with my studies, so I was on academic probation. They told me that I needed to take a break, so I kind of got kicked out of school. After that, I ran off and got married, and then when I went through my divorce, I started back up at school again, so I did another year and a half, and then I ran off and got married again. So there's a little bit of a pattern.
Peg!
Oh, boy.
The inauguration is now done. Good job.
The games just made me feel happy. I like doing fun things with cool people. That's kind of like my motto, is just keep doing fun things with cool people. It's my motto for work and my motto for play. Had I done this in college, I would have loved that. I liked the student life here.
Oh,
getting better, though.
We're getting better.
Lock it in. Lock it in. Oh! That was nice.
One of the big differences from American college is you would have four-year college to get your bachelor's, whereas a lot of people do 5 years
and that includes your bachelor's and master's at once. And it's not very common to do just a bachelor's, so almost everyone gets a master's in 5 years.
Huh, that sounds great.
And the school is free.
Yes.
So when you graduate, what area will your student loans be in? Like,
it would be about $35,000 for 5 years.
So you still owe that. It's still a
I
cost.
owe that, but and I have
it's
to
just
right. I have to pay that back, but very little of it is interest.
Yeah. It just threw. I know it threw me earlier because like it was said, college here is free. University is free, and then it's like, well, and there's loans. It's like, wait, if there's loans, it's not free.
So the loans are to cover my rent, my food, my beer.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Three most important things.
That's important.
Amerikaner äter ju galet mycket socker, det vet man ju. Men nu har jag kollat det där och då visar det sig att vi i Sverige äter ännu mer socker. 37 kilo på ett år. De stannar på måttliga 36 kilo. Medan amerikanerna får i sig det mesta av sitt socker via läsk, får vi i oss det mesta av vårt socker via godis. 16 kilo per år. Och idag gäller det för amerikanerna att plocka ihop den perfekta godispåsen. Exakt ett halvt kilo ska de väga. Den som kommer längst ifrån är den som får lämna allt för Sverige.
This is going to be an interesting competition. I don't know if anybody has a whole big skill set for weighing things. That levels the playing field, makes it to where this is all that more nerve-wracking. I don't want people to go home, but they're going to go home. I want to stay. I want to stay. I want to keep doing the amazing things we're doing, and I want to get to the end and meet my family. So that's what we're here for, and that's the drive.
Before we start, you can take some time to feel the reference items. The falukorv, the knäckebröd, and the kaffe. They're all exactly half a kilo. Yeah, and try to remember it, how it feels in your hand.
Why does this one feel the heaviest?
Because it's more compact. This one's spread out.
I have experience weighing foods for bodybuilding. We prep a lot of our meals, so I think I got a little bit of an edge on this one.
How do you memorize half a kilo?
Getting there. I'd like to think that I can guesstimate weights decently.
You can't prepare too much for this.
But I'm feeling a little nervous. I've eaten lots of candy, but I've never measured it out.
I am very eager to stay and continue my journey because I came with a checklist of goals and I feel I'm only halfway complete. So I'm not ready to go home. My work is incomplete here.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Klara, färdiga, gå!
Ooh, smells so sweet. Oh.
My strategy was just to remember how much the thing I held weighed in my head and then lift up the bag in the similar way. Just don't know how well I did.
Right now, I'm just trying not to overthink it and filling up my bag and just setting it down and just calling it it.
This is tough.
I would say I'm more confident about this one than I was about the puzzle. And then I looked around, and it looks like my bag was much more full than everyone else's. So either I'm spot on or I'm way over, and everyone else is under, or vice versa.
Okay, time's up.
So we'll see what happens.
This was obviously hard. Hard to estimate half a kilo. Most of you was quite far away. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
One, though, was close. Jacob, great job. Yeah. Only 19 grams off. Good job.
Thank you.
My initial strategy was to look at the bags and then try and get somewhere in the middle. But I looked over here and their bags were so empty. So I just tried to trust myself because that's what they told me last time. That's what I did.
But as you know, that's not what counts today. We are after the one who came furthest away. And that one... I'm sorry, Trent. This is where we say goodbye.
It's be all right. You guys are gonna have a blast. You're gonna find out tons of fun stuff. So I always said it the whole time. If I go home, I already won. I already got amazing things. And it's just be so happy for all you guys that you get to go on and press on and do everything they've got in store for you guys.
Yeah. Well, Trent, you're not going home, buddy.
What?
You're not. I'm taking your place.
Oh. You serious?
Yeah, I need to see my baby.
Okay.
I know Trent is one of the guys that really want to be here. And I was really missing my daughter. So when I saw him crying, I was just like, yeah, this is my time. This is my moment to step in.
What happened here? I turned away for 1 second and things changed.
Yeah, I'm gonna save my buddy. I miss my baby.
Okay, how does that feel, Trent?
Unreal. Now I get to be one of the people that keeps going on. I can't.
Yeah.
She just wanted to make me cry.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come with me then.
Yeah.
Did you say goodbye to everyone?
I think I did.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss you, Kel.
You guys are all so beautiful.
Kel's been pretty vocal about how she's been missing her kid, but I didn't know that it was gonna go to that level, that she was gonna be the, like, sacrifice herself for somebody, especially me.
And here you have your family tree.
Oh, wow, thank you.
I wish you a safe trip home. Hope you enjoyed your visit in Sweden.
I did.
And I trust we'll see you here again.
You will.
With your daughter, then.
With my daughter. Thank you. It's a bittersweet moment right now. Like, I am so excited to just give my daughter a million kisses. But I'm also sad, but I'm at peace. There's just so many emotions. Because there was a lot of fun moments. But I'm just really thankful I was able to help someone. I really feel happy about this whole experience, and this was a good ending for me.
Där på bordet står en sup. Den ska ner i magens djup. Hej!
Hey!
I was raised in the Mormon church. Around like 13 or 14, I started questioning my sexuality. And that left me feeling pretty conflicted.
Is this the new you?
No.
No. So pretty!
5 deciliters of the blood.